Du weißt genau, worum es geht.
Nee, absolut nicht.
So,
I think you laugh at our commentary here.
I'm stoked to commentate this first FT10. I'm really excited.
True, especially with you, man. It's like the perfect commentary combination.
Exactly. You play Wolf, I play Samus. You know.
Yeah, when we
fits perfectly.
both play weird characters. So.
I look like I'm like much smaller than you in this.
Yeah,
setting.
you're like a little smurf here.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait a second. Okay.
Yeah. So they both played yesterday, and it didn't went too well for Larry in that one.
Not really, yeah. I didn't saw that set too much because I was probably playing something. How did it went the set?
I think it was a 3-1. I think. Yeah, and Larry was playing Wolf, and in the last game he was playing Falco.
Yeah, true. Larry was telling me that he practiced with Wolf friendly before, so now he told me he kind of struggled with keeping Wolf warm, so that's why he struggled with Wolf in a bit, and he was like, okay, he can play the Falco better at like the better consistency, you know.
Yeah, and we had a money match yesterday, Larry and me. And he was asking me after, like, what he can do better in the matchup.
Yeah, you explained him with Samus Leadership, a
classic
one.
I explained him quite a bit, and and I think now I played against him before, like a couple of minutes ago, and he's playing it much better now. I think he understands it much better as well now.
Okay, so that will
I'm excited.
So it make it way better, especially like now he has the foundation to adapt to.
Yeah. Oh, no jump on quick.
Yeah. Oh,
no jump. That's scary.
Like the thing that he doesn't even go for the back airs because he knows they are hard to hit.
Yeah, and he just goes for the guaranteed damage.
Yeah, true. That was really smart.
He just tries to get as much percentage as he can, and because he knows he can't edge guard that percentage.
Oh yeah, by the way, we started with a first to 10, as far as you don't know. We are right now in the first game. Greetings to Kang during the restream here, and to the Spanish stream here. I hope you have a good time also hearing the commentary and seeing that quality of a match. quiK goes for the up smash.
Yeah, he's trying to get the rolling. It's a classic. We worked on that in the last couple of months because actually it scoops very well and there's a really big reward on it. So, but yeah, so far Larry's doing really well, and he's just playing it as you would expect a Wolf too. He's trying to be evasive. He's trying to get stage control.
That was a good grab. Did you saw it?
Yeah.
He just followed all of that and just went for the tomahawk grab. No hesitation.
Yeah, he wouldn't. You wouldn't expect that. It's some kind of weird, kind of deceptive that Wolf had that much mobility.
Did he just on the raw grab?
You wouldn't expect that kind of mobility, and you would think, oh, he can't land that close to me. But Wolf has so much air mobility that he actually can. And And now I'm interested in how he gets that kill, and now he gets that.
The pro is not up to do something like trade.
Yeah, that was a trade. And that's what Wolf does in the matchup. He's being evasive, he's trying to outmaneuver Samus, and it's really hard for Samus to call out Wolf's jump because he has so much air mobility, as said before. And with stage control, actually Wolf can be quite a menace for Samus.
Yeah, true. But now quiK got the quick reversal with his classic ledge trip here on the start.
Yeah.
And putting on more pressure on Larry without having a double jump, but now he did recover and got the down airs.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, but at that percentage, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
it's just an extra percentage, and he can keep his ledge trap on. Also, Wolf ledge trapping kind of good against Samus.
Yeah, it really is. Like with a down tilt to catch like 2 frames and Renair, which basically covers everything, and going for stuff like FT10, which can also like cover these ledge drop double jump options really well.
Exactly.
But
oh, that was a nice charge shot.
Yeah, because the charge shot put it on his face and ended quick Larry's second life from
Larry was trying to get out of tumble with that one.
Yeah. Oh,
risky side beat.
Yeah.
quiK was holding down wisely.
Dang.
And now quiK hit that big charge shot, gets a big lead, and Larry really has to
close
out that stock. This is so important. Samus's back jump makes her so small that she can jump over the laser with a short hop, let's say short hop back jump, and Dark Samus can't really do that. That's really important in that matchup because because you can also hit like a back air, just for example. If you just run up and raw back jump and short hop and hit the back air, that's really devastating. So that we can look forward. I think we will see some of that.
Yeah, we will see it a lot. But basically, that that full forward jump from Samus doesn't do like these weird animation, the morph ball animation.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's you have to
to back jump and then go forward again.
Yeah, but it's kind of tricky. So you kind of have to do like a minimum, let's say minimum drift back jump, so you stay like right in the air and then you hold forward again. So
I can see that.
It looks like a forward jump, but it actually is a back jump.
Now we can see it on the layout, which stage we're picking. I don't know if we're going for the stage bands here. We got a tool here with our tablet where you can just pick the stages. But maybe we're just gonna pick stages. Oh, they did ban, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they did ban.
Okay.
It's Hollow Bash.
It went quick really back. But now we're starting with Hollow Bash. Yeah.
That's a really good stage for Samus. It's
also a really good stage for Wolf, actually.
It's really... I don't think we can analyze that much because they can actually hear us. Maybe we have to close the door behind us.
I think, you know what we analyzed once we were at support was very good because they would be like focused on the game, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a quick... I didn't even see what happened.
Yeah. I was looking at the door and talking about what we did.
Exactly, and then it's a quick 0 to death. It looked like a SD, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it really looked like a SD.
Yeah. And now Larry Lurr has the advantage, and let's see, in the game before he didn't really have any leads at any point. So
also really smart with the side view.
Yeah, and let's see if he can build up his advantage.
Yeah. Now quiK kinda plays more like nervous, I feel like. He just went for this weird air dodge SD before, and you can see that quiK doesn't play as confident as in the beginning. Maybe it's just because the start was really rough, but maybe it's also because we got like a different setting now, first to 10.
Maybe, but maybe it's also much harder to let's say to play the matchup from behind because Wolf can stay so safe all the time.
Yeah, true.
Samus has such a hard time to pick the right commitment.
I feel like Wolf is also really good at like keeping Samus in the corner with drift because he can decide to go in with his drift and then he's like, nah bro, I'm just gonna go back and catch your reversal option, like a roll in and down. And then gets like a back of throw down there.
Larry's keeping his advantage really,
now
really well.
Now we got that up air here to kill him and get his first normal spot.
Exactly. And I think what's interesting to see in the next couple of games is how Larry is going to keep his advantage, because you just talked about how important it is to keep advantage and to keep Samus in the corner, but Larry was more or less going for these aggressive options like the down smashes and got reversal very easily.
But speaking of aggressive options, quiK just went in and got the dash tag to close out the first stock of Larry. Maybe it's the start of a big comeback here. We'll see.
Very important against Wolf to sometimes show your burst options on the horizontal, to not let Wolf move too freely around that space. And but Larry is looking really good in this game.
Yeah, true.
I think he's going to close it up, but
oh, important jump! Like
that's
he didn't just jump full in. He jumped up and then drifted in, which makes a big difference because other than that, he would be hit by that. Oh shit, the footstool! Oh dang!
Footstool up B is something he talked about a lot in these days.
Really?
He really likes it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He really likes that option and.
Oh,
yeah, quiK is. I don't think he's set on winning this game anymore. I think he's set on trying to get some more information out of that one.
True, that's also really important, especially like these formats. You know, like losing one game won't make big of a difference, but losing like 6 or 7 also won't make big of a difference because you got all the information. So you can't even pull like you reverse 7-0 if you got like enough information to beat your opponent enough.
And that's why like first attempts are a really interesting setting because you have so much time to get the information, to solve some problems you have, and to figure out a matchup and to figure out a player. And it's really interesting, like how deep can you adapt? Yeah. How deep can you adapt? This is gonna win you a first attempt. The depth of adaptation.
Yeah, you know, in a first attempt, like in the FGC, it's also like the format of like, okay, the biggest format you could dream of, the first to 10. Who is the better player? Because it's like you played so many games, and it just shows who's the better player in the FGC world. And it's basically a dream to have that in Berlin, to see that kind of calibers playing against you in that kind of format, and seeing who can be a bit better player, not just in a small bracket format, but in 10 games or even more, and showing who just has the skill here.
Yeah, exactly. And especially if two players of that caliber play against one another, they have these deep adaptation pools, let's say, and these resources to adapt very deep. And I'm really excited to see the differences. Maybe we can find and point out some of the adjustments they made. Also, there's a very important thing we have to point out, that Wolf can make his areas.
Oh, he got a double jump.
Yeah, and he's going for the. Oh, that was such a such a smart.
Fastball.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so hard for quiK to cover that. He could have only down tilted that, and that doesn't give that big of a reward. So this was.
Yeah, and now he's getting everything out of it. It was really fun. And goes for
unfortunate. Yeah, but usually these kind of options are kind of risky against Samus, because if she tags and if she tag wall jumps, she's gonna get a free adders on the stage and reverse it to you positionally, and that's really risky. And this is what I was talking about. Samus has such a hard time to upbeat some of these areas because Wolf has so much ammo ability that after the hit he's just going to be just out of range, and this is the same with Jigglypuff, for example.
Yeah.
And this is sometimes Samus has to preemptively.
Really good upbeat here, using that to shield poke here on the platform.
Yes, and in the future Larry is really not going to shield that much on this platform, and this gives quiK a lot more options to pick him apart on the platform.
Yeah.
But for now, quiK is really trying to get the stock quick as quick as he can.
No pun intended here.
I guess every commentator has to do that pun one time, and he finds that Nair covering the platform landing.
This time not shielding, so conditioning him with that.
Down to dash attack.
That was interesting down B. This is something I rarely see.
Yeah,
but it's probably something which is good against floaties, because we don't have like fast escape options like fast forward.
It's that, and also Wolf can, depending on the hit he gets, he can actually extend his this after the dash attack even more the combo.
True. Like if you get that down B, you can do so much more.
Oh, this is huge.
Oh,
this ledge trap, it takes so
long.
long.
That reversal. Interesting here.
A great roll. It gives him much more space now in the corner, because quiK has to respect that now.
And quiK abuses the fact that he wanted to land or just uses the up B to anti-air him to just reverse the positions here. And already it looks pretty tight between those two titans.
Yeah, and he really has to get out of that ledge trap. This is rough, and the up tilt covered that perfectly.
Yeah, that's like a position where you should go for like a roll, but it's like something which takes a lot of awareness.
Oh, that shield poke.
Yeah, like how did that charge on shield poke? Can we talk about that? Mr. Samus main cancel.
It's shield because he didn't tilt his shield. Like if the bomb hits your shield just right, it hits it actually 2 times, and it makes it so small that a charge can shield poke that. And he would have needed to tilt his shield or use another defensive option.
Insane.
and we also saw like quiK aggressively calling out full hops from Larry.
True, that's also something he did against me before when we played. He was like really good with the awareness. Okay, Wolf wants to jump in, Wolf wants to get like his aerials in, and quiK used that to get like his up air starting and like his advantage too. So what Larry has to do, he needs to fake it out a lot. So quiK, for example, goes for that up air, and now then, after missing that, Larry could take advantage out of it. But now it doesn't look really great for Larry, but that grid was so juicy, man.
It doesn't.
Yeah, like, these tomahawks are so fast. It's like, he does it so quick and so much awareness, but you don't get to react to it. That's so insane.
That doesn't kill, I think.
No, he did that with the eye.
It was a little bit staged.
Oh, that was a... Yeah.
And Wolf doesn't have that many cheese stuff on Samus, because Samus doesn't really die that fast off stage, so it's hard for Larry to get that stock back.
Yeah, the only thing we could see now is like getting a Yano combo here, like a working one, you know?
Yeah, and I think I think the movement Larry shows now really fits the matchup much more than what he kind of did yesterday. He somewhat got a feeling of the matchup much more, I guess, and I'm really excited on how it's going to go in the next couple of games.
Yeah, true. It's also like, can we admit, this was second Dr. Puppet Invitation, like the first one where it said didn't went. Oh no, never mind. I totally forgot. Just never mind. I want to tell some story. I was like, nah, man, that's just not true.
If you close the door, because if we're talking, they could hear us.
What's the score?
2-1. Are we doing like quadruple commentary here, or what is the case?
I'm not sure about that one, but we're going to the next game. They're going to Pokemon Stadium 2, not too small battlefield, and I think the stage choice is kind of interesting. I would expect Larry to go to Town and City, maybe, as a mix-up. Just to try something different from the dual plats, because those really benefit Samus a lot. I mean, they benefit Wolf as well. He gets much more options to approach, but in the last couple of games, he really had problems to get off of these platforms, and maybe he just wants something more horizontal. But for now, he's trying Pokemon Stadium 2.
Now we can see also like Larry really tries to enforce some juggles here, because that's something Wolf is really good at, and Samus like also struggles like landing, and he goes for like a lot of like these up throw into up airs or like forward air to up air, and tries to keep it in the air, not off the ledge, because that's a position where Samus can get some quick reversals, and you don't want to deal with Samus ledge because something like that happens.
And this is something I was expecting a long time coming, because these side Bs to the ledge are much more risky than the up B to the ledge. Because if Samus drops a bomb there, it's non-committal for her, and she can just up tilt and wait.
Yeah.
If Wolf does a side B, he's dead. And if
it
didn't work.
Shiri?
Referee. Sakurai, what did you do? No, it's what I was talking about is that if Samus doesn't hit the down B into up tilt, and Wolf is going for an up B, she can still just use her normal ledge trap against that. So it's pretty safe. It's non-committal for Samus, and Wolf really shouldn't recover with side B.
You can do it with side B, but the spacing from it's really tight actually.
No, you actually can't if Samus does it right, but it's sometimes you just get through with it, you know. You're lucky enough, but he's dead here now.
Really like textbook edge guard here.
Yeah, and something. If we would look back to the first start, there was a moment when Larry actually had quick off stage, and he was having a big lead, and he was ledge tracking, and he was going off stage again for a fair and just got reversed with a bomb and up B.
Smart up throw here, going for the jungle.
Yeah, but it's really important that Larry doesn't overcommit in these ledge trap and edge guard situations, so he can keep his stage control, because against Samus this is really key, and he didn't really change that much. He commits very much, and maybe that's what's costing him that much in this first 10 at the moment.
Again, dash attacking zombie. But yeah, that's something which is really important, like not overcommitting in Samus at the ledge, because she gets so much from playing normal neutral or just getting into her main game plan. And I feel like also quiK's like main problem.
Like that, for example. He just gets reversal too much.
And I feel like quiK is also a player who also likes to go for these reversals a lot. We saw it also yesterday in his game against Dark Thunder, and which cost him a lot of games too, because Dark Thunder was ready for reversals, but Larry on the other side is not ready for these reversals. And
this time he was.
This time he got the juicy back air.
And he got a really quick, really early stock on that. At 90% Samus dead, that's early in this matchup. But quiK quickly getting like the 42% on him, and really has a big lead now. And this up tilt doesn't send off stage because he was already grounded.
Yeah, true.
Oh, and that was like a combo breaker up B, but he couldn't really punish it.
Yeah, also Larry didn't got the punish, so we got a real spaghetti fest here right now.
Yeah, well, so they have the. Oh, and this was what I was talking about. This Nair, if you cross up, the shield lag is too big, and he gets the air drift off, so Samus can't really up B that. That's big pressure. That is hard for Samus to
the direction edge was so smart from him.
This was
he was reading like he didn't know that quiK wanted to go for these anti-air up Bs, and Larry was like informed of it, so he did like the wave length to avoid it and punch him after it, but it wasn't enough to take out the game.
So. This is a thing. You just saw Larry crossing his shield up, and after the hit he can't really up B because Wolf can outspace that. So what quiK was trying was to use the frame invincibility from Samus up B, which is frame 3 to 6, and hit Wolf's Nair before it hits the shield.
Yeah.
So she wins because of invincibility, but Larry really read that and covered that with the air dodge and baited that out.
Oh, by the way, Larry went for the character switch here actually. He went back to Wolf now.
I'm interested. quiK really likes that matchup, and he's very well versed in that matchup.
Yeah, especially like with Clade also in that region where he was.
Blue too, he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was close. That was close. You nearly saved him with
It's
that.
also a thing which Falco can do really good against Samus. It's like going to these downers, because that's a spot where Samus was kind of vulnerable at recovering. Like these down, get the upper side of her.
Yeah.
Because from the side it's the up to edge guard side up B. But using her when she recovers, getting it down is really easy, kind of.
Also, in the session before what we had, like where we swapped out all the time, King of the Hill kind of setting. Actually, Larry won with his Falco once.
Oh really? When he went to Wolf?
Yeah, and after that he went to Wolf after he lost one time with Falco. But he got a W, and maybe he found something in this matchup.
Oh, that was so close.
But it also was so smart because he was dead otherwise.
Yeah, true.
And in my opinion, I know quiK doesn't agree with that, and he's the, let's say, the bigger authority on that. but in my opinion, it can be kind of hard against Falco. It really depends if you get these.
Oh, wait, he just wall jumping. Yeah. Oh, my God, he survived somehow.
Yeah, he tagged that. Yeah,
oh shit, was
yeah.
so...
quiK didn't get the spike hitbox on that. But what I was talking about was the matchup can be kind of difficult if you don't get these big whip punishes on Falco.
Really good edge guard here. You know, Larry was talking to me. It was like, okay, when he sees that his opponent takes a lot of time recovering, he just uses that mileage to go for a direct edge guard and facing when face front and using that to keep him off guard. And he did that really well this time. Now quiK is forced to recover faster, so he doesn't get hit by these kind of options now.
Yeah, and this down tilt was a very good whiff punish, one of these whiff punishes I was talking about when Falco uses... Oh!
Somehow he survived that down here.
Yeah, he unfortunately didn't get the spike hitbox again, and but before these whiff punishes, what I was talking about was like a forward F from Falco. It's so long active that you can whiff punish it so well. And now we can get
that wave bounce was so clean, getting the good position with the charge shot. Now using it to get the spike was so insane.
He pressured him so much with the wave bounce charge shot, and then got the jump into down air.
Yeah, now like quiK movement with the charge shot really well, keeping like early off guard. He didn't use that before, and now he's.
Oh, but that's the kill, I think. Yes.
Yeah. You know, one thing I like from Larry's Falco a lot is like he doesn't just do like up tilt into back air. He mixed that up.
quiK is gone. he deleted it.
He gone really quick, man. But yeah, so basically, what I want to tell is, one thing really from Larry is like when he does like the up tilt, he doesn't strictly always go for the back air because he knows the perfect DI for the up tilt into back air, like DI in. So sometimes he goes for the up air instead and gets like a bad DI from the up air, which can even kill earlier sometimes, which is really smart because I don't see any Falco doing that.
Yeah, I think that's it's a good point you're making. But if the up air gets DI correctly, it usually doesn't kill, but still it gets a really good advantage state. And especially because it sends upwards more than outwards, it really gives you an opportunity to keep Samus juggling. To keep Samus juggle.
Yeah. By the way, we're seeing a lot of games on PS2, so I feel like that's a bit of a combat stage above here.
I'm interested in how quiK is dealing with these lasers. I think.
Oh, these are Dombie catching the Dombie from quiK and now.
Oh, an aggressive side B from Larry here, and he's again getting reversed. He's being so aggressive, and it sometimes works out for him. But on the other hand, he sometimes really gets punished for it.
Yeah.
But now he can keep his advantage state and. Oh, this ledge trapping is an important one, and he gets reversed again.
Yeah.
Oh, these are so costly.
The up air.
Yeah,
also taking a lot of time. Larry wanted to keep in the air, missing it, and now quiK going for his classic ledge trap here is that. But he goes for dash tag, missing that, and now the charge kills. Yeah.
And this is so sad. He went off stage again, got reversed, and then got ledge trapped and killed.
The classic one. Oh, what the
Oh, I hate to point it out that much, but that's really a thing that costs him a lot in this set, in this first attempt.
In this set, yeah.
But now he gets the grow lead and the up smash on that one. Kills really early. Even against Samus, you can kill her at like 130 pre-hit. And now we have the neutral situation again. Oh, and he's going aggressively, catching the nair, getting a really big combo. And this was a really aggressive nair. And
again, the reversal you were talking about, and now he's off stage even now. Okay, at least he didn't get the grab, but
he did
if
the
he
thing.
didn't get the grab, he would be really struggling. Oh, interrupting the charge shot. Good timing mixer from quiK, taking like a bit more time to do the upbeat and using that to survive longer.
I'm so sad. You got to reverse it again. Oh, and a good call out!
That was so sick.
Oh, that was hype.
Yeah, he knew that quiK went for a lot of these drop down, double jump mix-ups, and now he knew that, okay, I don't let you do that thing which you just did to me again, and just went for the down and ended quiK's dog.
That was big.
Yeah, but quiK, not really like pressured from that, just goes for the option again, and this time succeeding in it, getting the charge shot afterwards, and keeping his pressure with the ledge trap, using the charge shot, wanted to go for roll, it didn't succeed, but with Falco here doing some good work.
Yeah, and now Larry... Oh no, what unfortunate... Oh, he was... I thought he was dead, but he was much less laggier than I thought. And now Larry is keeping on going to go aggressive, and quiK already called out it a couple of times.
It was really fast with the forward, avoiding the grab, and maybe could have killed him with the range quick pass.
Aggressive side B again. These aggressive side Bs were also a staple of. I commentated his set yesterday again, and he's so often going for these aggressive side Bs into the corner, and he catches out so many people with it.
Because it's like you got pretty much reward out of it, because when you get that with side B to let fly up, and you get like a back or up air for something, which gets him off stage 2. So you get a lot of reward. Plus the burst range from Falco with the side B is insane. Normally Falco doesn't have a big burst range, but the side B is so quick that you can't really react to that sometimes. And especially if you miss like a move or something, you use it as a whiff punishing tool. Side B is really insane to doing those kind of punishes and just keeping the opponents at bay. That when you're like, okay, I have not the free pass to mash against you, even at long range, because if I mash at this range, I get side beat and I get combo to hell.
Yeah, Samus doesn't have anything to quickly react to it.
Not really.
She has like the down tilt, which works fine against it, but most of the time Samus is in the corner. She either is in a charging animation. Oh, that was
a beautiful close quarter situation here.
Risky up tilt from quiK, and he barely misses it. And now Larry has an advantage state again with punishes beautifully the drop down forward.
Now he's getting the hang of it slowly but surely. By the way, it's 3-3, so it's going back and forth. It's insane, man.
Yeah.
Like it's way more intense in the last set where it was 3-1. Now we see like Larry doing way more adjustments to quiK's playstyle. quiK needs to put out his A game to make it competitive here.
Yeah, and what Larry is doing really well is using also the full hop from Falco, which is really hard to catch for Samus. It's different to Wolf, where you can sometimes go up there with a full hop fair or full hop up air. But it's very different with Falco. You can't really catch him in the air, and then you get reversed again. Oh my god! It hurts me. It hurts me now, because I also feel kind of bad, because pointing that out really feels like we're talking bad about him.
No,
but it's just a thing that's reoccurring at the moment. But also we have to say he sometimes gets something positive out of these.
Yeah, we need to admit that, like, even though quiK goes for these kind of reverses a lot, he's really good at mix-upping them. So it's not just like some elite smash plat.
Great roll read, double roll.
The Siski down there, here, Vamos down there.
The roll read into the air dot read, direction air dot read.
But yeah, the thing with quiK is like, he is not really the kind of person who does like bad reversals or something. He's not like these elite smash plat. He does mix up them a lot. He goes a lot of different options to force like the kind of weird rock paper scissors if you want to counter these reversals here.
Yes.
And getting the F smash, but besides that, he gets those reversals a lot because he makes them up a lot.
Definitely.
And for example, Charger.
In this game, quiK is looking much more much better also in the advantage state. In the last couple of games, he was having some problems to converting his advantage state against Falco, but this time he's really on the spot, hitting his backers, hitting his charge shot, surviving
it barely before
getting so big reversals, and he's getting so much out of it.
It's looking like a free stock if he continues to play like that, missing the side B barely.
That was close.
And now Larry goes a lot of down tilts, like these quick little juicer F tilts, which
and quiK noticed it. quiK noticed that Larry
catch with double jump. Okay, now he technically.
He noticed that Larry's playing very patiently, so he starts using using Samus's long range tools like Zair and Charge Shot and missiles much more. And quiK is so good at adapting, or let's say like to fix or to use the options that fits the opponent's options at that moment. So he sees that the opponent is being very patient, so he uses the long range options. And if the opponent is coming close, he's using much more broadening options.
Okay. Oh, interrupting the forward air and now getting reversed by these bombs and getting a charge shot to his face.
Oh, and he got the reversal this time.
Oh, reversing back and forth. It's like a really interesting pattern we see here. And goes for a really deep edge cut, but gets reversed out of it.
But he still has quiK at the ledge. No ledge invincibility.
Because he got like a really clutch check. Yeah, that's it.
That's what I was kind of expecting, because what we saw in the past is quiK sometimes when he gets a new matchup or something, he needs some time to adapt. And but if he gets these adaptations, he sometimes looks unstoppable. And at this game, you really saw that quiK found out some patterns from Larry, got the right reversals because he saw the openings to get these reversals as well. You have to see these openings.
By the way, you see when you're talking, it's like interesting to see. Like, I mean, even though we got like a big competitive format like this, like with the first 10, you see both players are still humble. They talk to each other, they give each other tips or something, or just talk about the game itself, which is really important, which a lot of people sadly not do, which is really important. Talking about the game.
Yes. That's it. Yeah, I mean, you are competing. You're also competing for money, but in the end, it doesn't really matter how you place at this event this year. It matters how you place in 1 year or 2 years.
It's about keeping it in the long run here.
Exactly.
By the way, I need to point out before going to the match. It's really interesting to see, like, watching True Force, the stream later, when he does like his watch party with Freon, Sir John, and Reader, for example, hating how like my English sounds or something.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Many greetings to my good friends True4 and Sir John, and also, of course, my good mate Reiner. And Reiner. I had to do it to him.
Shout out to Nintendo.
But also, we are already going back into the game. Larry is staying Falco, staying on play.
Over down and catching with drop from dungeon reversal again here.
But that's not enough against Samus at this early percent. Oh, and he gets another reversal quick, really being cheeky with it.
Yeah, true. And really mixing up the timing too, so it's not just mixing up options, but also timings. And timing variants are like one really important factor, especially in top. Like mixing up your timing can throw even the best players off, even though if you go for the same option.
And you see, quiK is actually taking his time to go back and charge it with kind of unlikely.
Larry was really smart to waiting there. He wanted to go for the backer after the Elder Tree because he knew after the side he couldn't convert into a kill.
Great
Got
read.
the up smash kill after the landing here instead. quiK really greedy with the landing and getting his pair for it here.
Yeah, this was quite an interesting start because quiK was playing much more patient, much more defensively. Maybe still from the last match where he was playing more patiently in the end of the last game. But Larry is really taking this advantage of this and is going in aggressively, catching out quiK's patterns in when he's using charge shot, when he's charging charge shot, and when he's moving defensively. Yeah, he takes the moment and goes offensively. And now he's not getting reversal that much again.
Oh no!
And
he does for Larry. He's coming back. Yeah.
Oh
he
no!
does attack. Yeah. It's kind of weird to attack that down, and because of the hit stun of it, no, the hit lag of it is really weird.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that. Oh, and another catch of the defensive movement from quiK. Larry's doing really well here. He really has made some great adjustments. How did he not get hit by that down B? I'm confused.
We need the referee for that one.
Referee. We need a VAR for that one. So, Larry's now also trying to get some aggressive reversal, and
but
he's
it's
getting
working.
them.
It's working. But you know, in that kind of position, it's really smart to go to probably. He wants to go to what's a little shaky.
Oh, that's unfortunate. quiK was taking the risk to go for another down air.
Yeah. But the thing with
oh, you just saw that? Larry was just going down because he didn't want to save quiK.
Oh,
he didn't want to use the
true.
He didn't want to use the uppy, so he wouldn't save him. But unfortunately, Samus' recovery is really good. Great corner. That was the first time we actually saw this back air corner pressure. It was the first time he used the back air in that way, like a Fox or a Wolf would do, and it paid off greatly. I really like that adjustment, that he's getting much more out of his advantage state now, and this is the thing. If usually in this matchup, if Falco gets the opening in neutral, he just can't keep Samus in disadvantage forever, and he makes so much percentage, and if he gets a hit at the ledge, Samus is already dead. That's the problem in this matchup, and the way they play so aggressively in the neutral, and usually Samus can't really commit that off because she always has the fear of getting hit, getting sent off stage, getting ledge trapped to death, and maybe we see that in the second half of this first to 10. That this changes, that quiK plays much more patiently neutral and has to respect Larry more because of the big punishes.
Yeah, also one thing to keep in consideration is that
great reflector.
Yeah, one thing you need to keep in consideration is that quiK is also a really impulsive player. So when you get like something like that, it really throws quiK off sometimes and just brings him to play like a game he normally wouldn't play when he's full and confident.
True.
Because I feel like when he plays confident, he plays very unstoppable. but it's like when you get him out of that confident zone, you can really start taking advantage of it. But there is no advantage here because we are like a 4-4 set count right now, which is so much even.
That was such an interesting first stock as well.
Yeah.
They were both really making some good adjustments, and quiK was good punishing that side B really well, but also Larry was getting out of disadvantage much better, so it's so much better. He's trash talking your English.
What?
Thanks, advocate.
I swear it's only when Berlin people try to talk my English here. They're using that.
Back to the game. Larry actually did get a great position, and now he got the up tilt into backer. And even though he has that high percentage, Samus could die here. Oh no, he got
the delay! Did you see that angle?
Oh, great spot dodge.
Yeah.
Spot dodging the grab, and this should kill. This should kill.
You know, one thing which is interesting to see is how Larry abused the laser when quiK wants to recover, because quiK also got a lot of these charge shots off it, because you want to charge and you want to take time in a situation where you aren't pressured. But Falk can still pressure you with the laser, because you're getting hit by it, your charger gets interrupted, and you recharge it again. And it takes like a whole new level in Larry's pressure game here, and quiK really needs to figure out how he gets his charge in these kind of situations, to be honest.
That's very true.
Or just like not charge it at all, because this is something you don't want to take into account of.
I hate to interrupt you, but this stock was really such a great showcasing on why why Falco's punish game on Samus is so deadly. quiK just ate like 110% just from one neutral win, and Larry pushed his advantage so well and kept his advantage so well that quiK just died from one up smash after this interaction. After this like one neutral win, and then he got a withdrawal hit after. But it also is, I have to say, it's also the same, kind of the same for Falco. If he gets hit by Samus and he gets off stage, it's actually kind of hard to recover against Samus. True. Because she has such a... Oh no,
what?
he's dead! He's dead!
What?
Wow.
It just ended!
Now he's reversing him. This is getting interesting.
I mean, it's a battle of reversals at this point. Holy shit.
Yeah, quiK was pushing quite far in that advantage state, trying to get as much as he can, but overreaching just a little bit.
Dang, destroying his confidence with that call out, putting him back to the ground.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point. I just looked at quiK's face, and this is how he looks when he's not in his confident state. This is what you just talked about. This is how he looks when he's not that confident, but I think we talked about that. I talked with him about that. He's feeling much better mentally now, and maybe he has these reserves now, some reserves to go to get some energy and to get these adaptations going, because he has to do them quick. Larry is doing very well at the moment.
Yeah, true. I mean, but it's still like a big back and forth, so it could be anyone's game at this point, especially like if quiK gets the hang of it back again and adapting to him. It feels like quiK was a bit frustrated after the down air, I can feel that, but as soon as he gets like his game back and his options through, he can do a lot. It's just about getting one advantage state here.
That's true. And they both play, I think, kind of aggressively now. I feel like Larry's jumping in quite a lot.
And it's also probably because they got very much. Oh
wow, that hurt bug shit! I've never seen that. The upper actually
main taking some whole new information.
Taking some note. Yeah, but the upper actually like changed the hurtbook that much that the back air didn't. Oh wow, what an edge guard!
What a back and forth!
And it's just going from the one side to another.
It's a big entertainment you can see.
And you can see quiK is. That was what I was talking about. quiK is playing much more patient now because he can't really play aggressively in the neutral.
Yeah, true. Now went back, getting his advantage here, and that could be also the stock.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
If he didn't miss that F smash, but he still got his left tracking.
That should be a kill.
Oh, what? The air dodge!
I can't believe it. I can't believe that didn't hit.
Just a back, just a roller coaster of emotions here.
Yeah, and Larry's getting another great opening. He's trying to push his lead even more, and he gets it. Samus had so much trouble to get away from Falco.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? That was so aggressive.
I thought he was going for
Wow, he's being so aggressive.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, Falco is really good at juggling, and he used that against quiK really well. And that's
yeah, but you really have to say he was just hitting him over and over again, not respecting any air dodges, not respecting any
At this point,
hitboxes.
Larry was just playing a single-player game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a great,
shot.
important interaction. It's the same with Wolf.
Yeah,
if
true.
if Falco annoys you with lasers too much, you have to call them out sometimes.
True.
And this was such a great reversal from quiK in the
It's
corner.
really important. Now is quiK's time to maximize his advantage state.
Yeah, and he's getting another up B, which is actually kind of
And
annoying
before
for
on the
Falco.
landing, he needs to recover for side B. quiK gets a dash tag, not a grab, but at least he... Oh no!
Oh, he was trying to jab him and then wait for a reaction, but Larry didn't give him any overreaction to this. And now Larry's in the corner. quiK not pushing too far, being patient.
He's also really careful with the charger because he knew the frame one reflector from Falco can change the pace up really quick here.
Good retreat to the ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, good nair.
Yeah.
That was really aggressive.
Yeah,
He would have kind of hit. If quiK would have gotten hit off stage there, he wouldn't have a double jump and he would have been maybe
But
dead.
he went for a down tilt. So
Is his jump gone?
It seems like now.
No, it's not.
Larry Lurr down here, but the timing from quiK here, changing
He's
it
dead.
up. Yeah, he's dead.
Yes. Larry's doing incredibly well. He's doing exactly what we were talking about before. He's getting much more out of one neutral win now, and
True.
he finds success in doing his aggressive chases against Samus, which is pretty interesting. I was thinking about maybe playing more conservative, keeping your advantage for a much longer time, and but he's finding success with it because he maybe gets used to quiK's defensive drifts in the air when he gets juggled, when he gets off stage, and maybe he now finds these hits much better because he got used to it and now sees it much better because quiK was mixing it up before quite well.
Yeah, I cannot see it like quiK. If you looked at the play cam, he looked quite a bit more depressed, I would say, after getting like these downias killed him because. Like, it's really frustrating getting those kind of hits, especially like that early, not recovering.
That's true.
And you can see that's how he's like a bit of now we tries to recover like more hanging into a stage to avoid this kind of stuff, playing more careful. But maybe that's just the thing Larry wants to do, him recovering a certain rate so he can expose him better.
Oh no, he
And
might be
that's
dead
just-
again.
oh,
He's
no,
dead again. He's dead
yeah,
again.
he's dead again.
This is the thing I was talking
Oh
about
no, look at
yesterday
the
as
play
well.
cam, he looks. Oh no, it doesn't
I was talking about that yesterday. If you use dare out of hit stun, you just don't snap the ledge, and that laser interrupts you when you buffer the dare.
Yeah.
It actually you press like Z, and you get hit by the laser, and then it's just out of hit stun, so you actually can't grab the ledge. That's pretty cheesy, but you can use that against Samus.
Oh, that was so smart. Check. Oh no, he didn't got. What was that? Oh no, must quiK.
No,
Looks
he
really
has to keep
frustrated.
himself together after that. Come on, my man.
You can do it, man. Just believe in yourself.
No, he was playing actually.
Yeah, he was playing well, but it's just like these key interactions
Great
were
one.
really sad to see.
Yeah,
and now he got
exactly.
at least his charge shot, you know.
And I think you were telling me about like how he looks more depressed. He was still playing very actively and trying to figure stuff out. But
Yeah.
the more of these interactions go against him,
The more
he,
breaks him.
it might, but I don't think so. He's looking fresh at the moment.
Yeah,
still like
he's
he's always playing.
He's still playing well, but I feel like he gets exposed in some areas where he should at least adapt better, you know.
Yeah,
But
and I think he knows that, and maybe that makes him like
Yeah,
kind of being sad.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but there's no other way in a first to 10 than to make that adaptations. You can't just be sad about it. You actually have to do them. So I think he will get himself together, and that it looks like it at the moment.
Yeah, we believe
Oh
in our-
no, that roll read!
Oh, that
Wow.
was so good. The up tilt. And now
Another
getting the
up
back up.
tilt.
Oh, not getting it here, but the upper here, getting in an uncomfortable position, then juggling against Samus. Really potent here. Trying to go for a frame to the backer after the
Great punish
up
from
smash
quiK.
after.
Maybe he gets something here. That would be
Oh,
great. He doesn't.
Yeah, now I feel like Larry's getting a hang out of quiK really good, like how he uses offstage options and his reversals, and Larry got caught off guard of it too, so now he's playing way more conservative of how he's gonna try to reverse situations and just keeping his position a bit more back center so he can be more ready for these kind of options, like positioning himself in a way where he can punish multiple options even if he doesn't know which option occurs.
Yeah, and
which is really important in pro play.
And you know how often we talked about the reversals in the first couple
Yeah,
of like
true.
7 or 8 games, and
Okay, quiK is taking a break, I guess, but it's okay.
I think so too. But yeah, I think you can do that at that point, like after a couple of games. But yeah, we aren't talking about that about those many reversals from quiK now anymore, because Larry is taking, as you just said, keeping his position much better, so he doesn't get reversal from Samus and keeps her disadvantage much longer, so his neutral wins are much more worth now. But there's actually a key interaction I wanted to talk about. quiK being much more defensive in his neutral play at the moment makes it so Larry can approach with it forward air so well, and there were some moments where quiK was trying to call out his jump forward airs with his charge shot, and Larry was reflecting them, and there was some kind of mind game going on around this approach with forward air into the this forward air I was talking about. And Larry was getting really great reward out of it, because he was always right in what quiK was going to do. And you see now Larry gets used to the defensive movement from quiK, who is always moving backwards away from Falco, trying to whiff punish, and if Larry goes aggressive, then he gets reward out of it.
Yeah, it's basically, now Larry changed the pace of the neutral in a way where we are playing like a rock, paper, scissors, but he has like the advantage of it, because he gets way more reward. For example, getting the forward air, getting the position when he's like on the ledge, or for example, getting the charge shot. The reflector on it, so he gets like a really early kill, for example, he charges the shot.
Yes, and this is so hard to do, and this sounds so easy if we say it, but I think the solution to that would be for quiK to play more aggressive in neutral again, to not give him that.
It's always like having like the good kind of balance, you know. When you're like too defensive, your opponent can abuse that by taking, for example, more control about yourself, which Larry's doing right now. And if you're too aggressive, your opponent can also take mileage of it by just reversing situations really easy.
That's exactly what I mean. And quiK now gets a really important back air out of disadvantage. He just drops down, which Samuses don't do really often, and just goes for this back air. This really surprised Larry, I think, and he gets an early stock with that.
Oh no, did have a re-grab, but at least got this reversal with an uppy here. But now we can
we see it. quiK is going in more aggressively. You just saw the fair. He was going for more down tilts and stuff. And I think that's exactly what he has to do. He's going to find some... Yeah, you can see it. His movement is much more aggressively now. He changed his pace, and maybe that's the key. And I'm not sure how quick Larry can, let's say, change back again. Let's see.
That's the magic of the first 10. Like, even though quiK got kind of like destroyed in the last games, or like he got struggled a bit, now we can see that because he got the time to adapt and not the pressure of like a normal tournament set, that he can play his A game out and try different things out, which he normally can't do much in normal tournament. Now he can try a lot of stuff, and if that thing doesn't work, he can go to different things.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a really even game now. This is what we were expecting when things changed up, and Larry was going for an aggressive option there again, expecting quiK to go maybe off stage and charge some charger and get back to the ledge again, but quiK didn't really give that to him. And now, great read by Larry, because this was quite an aggressive option. If that would have been shielded, he would have gotten grabbed and put off stage again. And Larry now also struggling to get from the ledge. quiK is reading these aggressive side Bs now much better and punishing it for it.
But this time was a bit different, where he just jumped back and not just jump up front to avoid the down B too. So it was kind of a bit of a difference, but still quiK's position was so good that they basically covered multiple options with the side B.
That's very true, and now you see quiK is playing much more aggressively in neutral. It serves him very well, what we just talked about, and also he's reading more these defensive options from Larry. Larry's positioning is not well suited for this kind of playstyle from Samus in the neutral. Oh wow. I don't think that was a forward air actually. This looked to me like a misinput. He wanted to do an up air.
Yeah, I can see it. Especially like with the hurtbox shift from the forward air, where he goes like up front, and he got like that. Because of that, he got an easier time getting into the back air.
Yeah, and also up air has like a really good, let's say, disjoint at the top. I would say Samus he might be dead.
Yeah, up air is basically a sword.
It is a sword at the it is a sword at the heels, I would say.
You can't defend yourself as Samus main for that.
Yeah, and I think quiK is back into this one. The last time quiK played the first 10 was against Sisqui at Glory 2.0. For those who didn't see that, actually quiK got a pretty good lead at the first time. He was at the beginning. I think he was leading 5-0 or 6-0 even. That was when I checked the score. I was like, oh, it's 5-0, 6-0. I was like, oh, damn. And then Sisqui brought it all the way back, which is interesting because maybe just the down phase we saw before, like when Larry was getting some good games in, like getting 3 or 4 games in a row, quiK was looking very sad, but maybe now when he's feeling better mentally, he has those energy reserves to come back from this.
Yeah, it's also like playing the first 10 is a lot of energy reserving, because sometimes you can't always play on your A game. Sometimes it's just like going a step back, gathering information, which is basically what quiK did. He gathered a lot of information for games he lost, and now he can play for certain way more confident, because he knows what kind of options he has to go for and how the interactions work, which is really important.
Yeah. And this time they
Here, yeah, really hard.
Larry picked Town and City. This is the stage I was talking about much earlier in the first to 10, which I think can be an interesting counter pick for the Spaceys against Samus. You give her more space, but usually the Spaceys control the neutral and they can use the space much better. And the only thing for Falco that's kind of troubling is that up air kits much later, but also the up throw from Samus kits much later. But this time we saw the up smash killing just fine.
Even though like also Larry also told me like that Town City is also a really good stage for Falco too, because he can kill with the back air really early and getting like deep edge guards which can kill really early too.
Oh, this is dangerous!
Like, oh shit!
He's dead.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's dead. Oh,
yes,
it was
dead.
so sick.
That
waiting,
was so smart.
Like, really waiting with the down throw till the Town and City escorts him to hell and getting that forward air.
Yeah, and also looking like realizing the opportunity. He jumped too quick and he probably knew the platforms were going, so he saw like if I get a grab here, he's dead. So he was going for the risk.
I don't know if he was even watching the time, maybe not, but you know, the Town and City platforms are dependent on the time. It's like similar to Melee with the random cloud. So if you look at the time, you know when which platform will occur or disappear. And you can use that knowledge to do sick stuff like that.
Exactly. And quiK really at a big deficit now. But if he gets the quick early, you know, Samus can delete the stock pretty quick. I just don't want to say quick. Oh my god, I gotta use fast.
When
I use fast.
So linear that you always go for these simple punts.
My god, I have to use the word fast now.
Yeah, true.
That's so dumb of me to not.
If you have a Twitch chat, you can just give us other words for quiK, so we can just change it up.
And we're seeing that quiK didn't get the let's say the very fast stock.
He still has control, so it could be ending really soon. With the down BC, I mean, he gets hit by a lot of these down BC, which can convert to a lot.
What's great? Always that
he does reverse here.
Great job, realizing that that Larry felt very confident and jumping on this platform and pressuring him, and he just went for the grab, which was very much a big read, because if he whiffed that, he's dead.
It was like first he was thinking, okay, he's jumping to me. It was okay. What if I just grab it
pressure
and getting out of it the kill is really important, because now he gets
back
to play his game and
he's dead! Wow!
Holy shit! It was so insane!
Wow, what a comeback! He's back in this first to 10 for sure.
That's really a statement, you can tell. Fredo also giving like a thumbs up and no, he did great, man, Master, you're my man.
Yeah, we are actually not alone in this room. We have some other company.
What's up? Short, you go to the commentary cam. Okay, not now. But we basically got the whole squad here.
We got the whole squad watching and not disturbing the players. He went back to Town and City, which is very understandable, because it actually looked so great for Larry in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't got the comeback, he would have just won.
Yeah, it looked like a clean sweep. Oh, good reverse. These side B reverses are really tricky.
Yeah, true.
It looks like he's just doing like a jump side B, but the height and the timing is very different. So being ready for that is actually pretty hard.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you can't react if he goes past by, if he goes too much up, or he just goes right in front of you, and if you shield it, for example. Just for the case if you shield it, you know, and if he lands it, he doesn't have back, so punishing it is really hard.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of have to call it out pretty much.
Here really risky.
Oh, he went for the big punish. Usually down smash is a better option that way, because you really don't have to commit to one side.
Oh, really? What you saw the bait from a reflector with a small charge into his air.
Yeah, this was
really cheeky play here from quiK abusing that here.
Oh, and now Larry really feels like he's wanting the hit way too much.
Yeah, especially it was so sick when he saw that Larry wants to get a lot of stage to get more control, and quiK abused that, crossing him even up and then getting the landing there for the kill.
This is so
just shows how much sense of control they have here.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. You just saw quiK being down, not finding the right solutions, but when he found the solution, playing much more aggressive and neutral, he actually just feels himself now. You can see him moving very confidently.
I feel like that's like the debuff and the strength of someone as impulsive as quiK. He can fall down really hard, but he can also come from as a phoenix from the ashes and show how good he is actually. And now he's doing that, putting in so much pressure on just showing the audience here that quiK is a threat not to be messing with.
Yeah, but Larry is doing still well in these matches. He's finding his hits, and he's doing well on this stage he chose. But quiK now again getting the hit. he's getting laughed at. Why?
Because the moment he did some crazy English, he was back.
I was like, I wanted to say I'm very impressed by this phoenix from the ashes thing. And then you revert to your school English back. Oh wow! What?
Maybe you love English.
Dear God. And actually, Larry, who looked very much in trouble when I looked first time towards you.
Putting quiK with it down here back into the back rooms.
And he has a really great advantage there. And this is also a thing.
So smart.
Yeah, but it's also a thing, like the platform gives Falco so much more, let's say, options to go down with a forward air, because he can just drop down. Oh, he might be dead.
Yeah, it was really risky.
Oh, what? He can't cover that?
Oh, what? Reverse and got her down.
Can't believe it. This is sick gameplay, actually. Oh wow, the aggressive side B finds the back air.
That's what I told you. When he gets so much reward out of that side B, because if he gets the kills, he can confirm into that back air or even more.
And I gotta tell it, I have to be a nerd at that point, because it's very important to me. quiK was moving. I'm not sure.
8-6.
6-6.
8-6.
8-6. Okay. Which is what is very important to call out here to show is that you just saw quiK in this game and the game before being very cheeky with trying to bait out the side B with just doing some spot dashes and just doing some charge shot cancels just to bait out these side Bs, and Larry was not taking the bait.
Oh no, Alex is destroying the whole venue right now.
But instead the opposite. Larry is going for these side Bs when quiK is not let's say expecting them and not trying to bait them. He's waiting for the moment when quiK's mind is not ready for these side Bs, and he's getting these side Bs, which is really interesting to me, because Larry seems to be very aware of when quiK is trying to bait the side B.
Yeah, it's like such an hard mix-up to deal with, basically, because it's so, game-changing, basically. You can just wait or just mix up your timing or just go for the side B basically directly to do stuff like that and get these reversals. Falco's really good with it because the side B is so fast, has so much reward, and has basically insane burst up range that it's really hard to deal with it, and Falco gets a lot of reversals out of it because of the side B here. And Larry is abusing that really well. Then you will put some hate tweets after seeing that, probably.
I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. The Falco agenda is in full form, and this is a really important thing.
But let's talk about the Samus agenda, because that Nair beating that side B.
No, that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. I gotta say. And it's actually a pretty important thing to use that ledge slip Nair to cover the side B on reaction.
I feel like that was just a run of Nair. Like
he was just running off. Yeah, he was not doing a ledge slip. But you can actually do a ledge slip to be much more safe, because it's also quite risky to get spiked by the side B if you are too late.
It puts him closer to the stage.
Yeah, exactly. And this is actually very important, because it cuts off another recovery route for Falco, so he has to do either go back and or let's say go much further. Oh my god.
Larry did that against me too. He told me that Battlefield is like a really good stage for Falco, basically, because one full hop gets him on the top platform from Battlefield. So he can get so insane like tomahawks by just doing the up throw or up tilt, jumping with the full hop and grabbing him instantly. You basically can't react to it.
That's actually kind of annoying.
It really is, like, fuck, man.
Yeah, but let's talk about the recovery routes. Is Larry was taking some wide recovery routes.
Calling out the landing forward with the charge.
Great charge shot.
Yeah, it was.
Risky, but it's also very important to sometimes show the charge shot, so
Yeah.
Larry has to respect it again.
You know, it's always about changing your risk reward, not just playing it in a medium risk, medium reward ratio, so you can mix up your opponent or pressure him more well.
Yeah, and now quiK actually has a lead on the stage, which is
No,
Larry's.
Okay, he didn't die. Okay.
Which is an interesting choice also the stage, because Samus is really great on the stage, doesn't die very early, can use the platform very well, especially the top platform to be much more aggressive with side B with up B out of shield.
Punishing the Nair here from Larry.
Oh, he's dead.
Catching the dash attack. It's normal get over dash attack here.
Big mistake. You can't neutral get up right into that bomb, and you get punished hard for that.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
what? The spot dodge through the neutral B.
You can only do it with a certain timing, but it's really hard to get the timing if you're not consistent. And
he's dead
combo
again.
No,
he's
he
not.
isn't. Yeah, he is probably close out of the window, and the air dodge is really clutch here from quiK.
Oh,
Getting
good
the down
tech chase.
smash,
Good
just
tech chase.
catching everything, and that up B. Yeah, that's also one big thing from Samus here, doing the up B in center stage, getting in such a safe position, and he can mix up so well with it. And even we still got a really close game here.
Yeah, and Larry actually got his important hit now in neutral, even if when he was at a disadvantage. And now it's really hard for Samus to get back into neutral position.
Yeah. Oh,
Larry gets 53% out of it.
Have we down here? Okay, he didn't got the down here. Good thing.
Yeah, and he get. Oh, what a call out!
Yeah, insane.
That back arrow.
Still living.
Oh, Larry did a great,
Oh, that
great
shot
job.
shot was so evasive here.
He got no
What does that-
punish.
Yeah, but the charge was so close. Getting him.
The
with
small charge shot actually is very punishable if you shield it. And,
Yeah, true.
But Larry barely missed out. What? The low profile.
That's like some top player spaghetti. It's like not some weird spaghetti. It's just like they play so evasive and so well each other.
Oh,
they
he might
just
be dead.
Don't hit each other
Oh,
in
what?
such situations. And he
He
dodged it up.
fell out 2 times.
Oh my god, Sakurai doesn't work.
He went out 2 times,
Dang.
and now this time he gets it, but doesn't get the conversion. Oh my god, this is such a.
Dang, probably lucky watching it and just seeing that.
Oh, this is so. Oh, the regrab.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
now very dangerous for quiK. Oh, he gets out and now he.
Okay.
Oh my god, he didn't get the downer
I
there.
feel like he wanted to go for a charge shot here, to be honest. It's something quiK went for before, like not at the set here. But
Oh, that's death.
Oh, that's really smart, going for the jump call out at these situations. Sounds
Oh,
like
that was such an important game as well. If quiK would have won that, he would have been
Yeah.
back in it, just right at his tail.
It's something which really like downs the mental a lot. But you know, these are these kind of options which are really important. These jump calls, especially Samus is a character who really likes to jump. With her like back jump there, or like her aerials itself
That's
to
true.
call out stuff, or like do her charge shot, for example, because she can be way more evasive in the air with a charge shot. And Larry being known with it, but he just run up and did that up smash to call him out. And just
Basically, you just have to run up and up smash.
yeah, basically run up and up smash.
Now what I want to say is also Larry can do these kind of things because he's ahead. He can take these risks and try to put quiK to the grave. Let's say it like
That's the
that.
thing about the risk-reward ratio. You don't just play the same thing. According to situations, you can go for more risky stuff because it puts you in way more favorable situations and you don't lose so much when you're in the lead.
Yeah, and this might be the last game. I'm
Yeah.
interested if quiK can bring it back. These last games was so close and he was just getting the worst end of it. Oh, great air dodge by Larry, getting through the forward air from quiK and getting stage control back. And now calling out
Oh, the
the
double
ledge
down
hang.
tilt! Yeah, I would be happy to see
He
way-
hit me with that too. I was
Yeah.
kind of annoyed. That's
It was
oh,
some
the down smash.
down smash, but it didn't kill.
Great
you can
tech
still
chase.
recover. Yeah, fight to full up and get you forward. They're really important here, but he
Oh,
survived
didn't
somehow.
kill. Yeah, but Battlefield.
Yeah, but now he has the down.
And there you saw the ledge slip, which is really good
It
against
wasn't
Falco.
like, it wasn't like the best ledge slip, but it was good
But
enough
it-
to get the down.
Yeah. It was actually was the perfect distance there, but
Yeah, for that situation.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the thing is, I hope we can see more games because this back and forth, even though like Larry is up 96, is
Oh,
so
the forward
intense.
again.
Seeing most people adapt to each other accordingly. Makes it so interesting to watch.
Oh,
and
this
the
is-
double jump cat, yeah, and
This
that,
is so risky. Samus can't really approach through the air. She would like to approach with Nair onto Falco's shields because he doesn't have these great out of shield options, but she can't really do it because Falco can just up tilt it, and this is so annoying to deal with because you can't really approach from the air. This makes Samus approaches so much more linear.
yeah, true. The anti-air options from Falco are really influential in that matchup, and he can also use that also to start juggling situations where Samus also really vulnerable.
Larry is
So
getting
with
back
a lot of
so
situations
well.
where Samus really struggles, and now Larry uses that to take back the lead in this match. Slowly but surely,
Oh, what a
with
great
that reflector,
reflector.
is a great start for
Great
that
call
lead.
out.
But at least quiK got the lucky fall take here with the reversal.
And Larry is using this top platform very, very well to dominate neutral from the above to get some spaced area on. Oh, he wants to go for a backer.
He missed that.
Yeah.
But at least he got now backer.
Yeah, he actually quiK had such a good lead in this game, and Larry climbed back again.
I feel like it's also like a thing about space in Battlefield because they are so influential. Like using the platforms for a reward, or just going deep down on the deep layers on here to abuse their like stats to dominate in neutral and advantage, or just overall accordingly. And basically,
This might be that. No,
yeah.
he actually DI'd
yeah,
correctly.
and
This was a DI
This
mix.
might be also the last stock from quiK here.
Oh,
for
Larry again.
the invitation. But down here, not hitting. Larry going for it, getting the
Oh.
direction out through the stage, and he
Yes,
gets it back.
it's
Really
untackable.
smart, really smart.
Smart
He knew
play by
that Larry
quiK.
went for the double jump air before because he didn't want to do the slower up B, and quiK had used that to go with a back here, doing the attackable stage spike at high position percentage, and ending with stock.
Larry plays so confidently. He knows he can actually
Oh no,
wrap
missing
this up
charges, this
now.
was really important. Getting the down there.
Oh, it's dead!
Yeah,
He's
that's
dead!
it. And it's really
Wow,
smart.
great
He
conversion.
was holding that mix up so long back.
Oh,
and
it's so
after the end,
anticlimactic.
using that as the ending.
I can't believe it.
That
That's
was
so
so smart.
anticlimactic. I was expecting such a
Dude, that-
close end.
That was basically the thing which makes the top layer so great. Holding back their most important options until the last possible ending. And he used that, get the type into down. He could have done back instead, but he know quiK wasn't expecting that downer like that, and he did that and just ended him like that.
Also, he gave it to him just by DIing in. That was quite interesting because quiK was trying to not die too quickly, so he was holding in and not getting hit to be more farther away from the blast zone. But that opened it up for Larry's downer, and I'm actually, that was quite a lot of fun. I really liked that first attempt. That was really interesting to watch, and I hope you also loved to watch that.
I also really like commentating with you, man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
I hope the restreaming guys had also fun, like True for the Mystic Squad stream. I don't know if the French guys streamed. No, they didn't stream. But I hope you all had a great time, had a great watch. Didn't went good for Germany this time, but but still they played both really, really well, and it wasn't one side. You can't tell that.
Maybe we have the option to have like a winner's interview
Yeah,
with
that's
Larry. I'm not sure. Huh?
You want to do a winner's interview?
Yeah.
Which, do you want to do the interview? I feel like you would be.
Yeah, I would like to do
Okay,
it.
okay.
If that's.
You got the honor.
Thank you. So I have to thank you for commentating with me. It was a great pleasure.
Commentating through 16 games and ending my voice like that.
Yeah, and we will have time to play each other again after
that will
that.
be fast. Okay, let's watch our Twitch chat one last time. Okay.
Why do you have to be so? Just buy glasses, my man.
Man, I don't have money for that shit.
Damn it.
Nah,
Okay, so-
I don't money. No. Not from somebody.
So I'm not sure how the
money from the
production is
classmate,
how it's gonna go. If Larry's just gonna come over and we do the interview,
Yeah,
or
it
if we
seems
can
like
just.
he will now.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, perfectly.
Okay, was nice time commenting with you.
Yeah, it
and
was.
favorite time.
Was a pleasure.
Here.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, congrats, Larry. Having a good time.
Yeah, congratulations, my man.
Thank you.
You played very well. We talked yesterday about the matchup against Samus.
Yes.
And watching you this first 10, I felt like you really got the hang of it. You got the hang of playing around the up Bs and playing well with the pressure of charge shot. And but first of all, what would you say to the first 10? How did you see it from your perspective?
It was really good because I felt like I was able to learn more as I was playing, so it was really nice. And then I could also see quick adapting, so it was also really nice.
Yeah, you could really see that in the first 10, where at the beginning he was playing much more aggressively, and then at the middle of the matches he was playing more defensively and trying to whiff punish you a lot. And you were actually calling those out very well with being more aggressive, doing some aggressive side B, some aggressive forward airs into the corner and catching his movement out. So and then he was adapting back again, playing more aggressive, and this was really a pleasure to watch, to see these back and forth from switching playstyles. And how do you think the matchup is actually?
I think it's closer than people think, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, Falco destroys zoners or projectile zoners, which I disagree with. One of the big things that people don't realize versus Falco is that when he does Reflector, there's actually a window that if I don't successfully reflect your projectile, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like I just get punished.
Yeah, it's really laggy. It's for like for Samus it is like if you do the reflector and I shield it, I can just shield grab you.
Yeah.
It's and I could even like shield drop F smash you. It's really laggy.
No, you could also hit me with charge shot. There's a window where it doesn't reflect anymore.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Falco has a frame 1 reflector, so like obviously he can just like reflect all his problems away. But yeah, if I whiff, I just get hit.
Yeah, it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
So it's more like let's say a mind game. The charge shot is not like really disabled in this matchup. It's more like it adds one more layer.
Yeah, exactly. It's another layer that you have to worry about, but you know, I'm not gonna act like it doesn't help, because it obviously does. But
I think Zenyu is calling it the Falco agenda right now again.
That's not a thing. Don't listen to him. It's yeah, don't listen.
So you think it's closer like than the most people think, and I would agree on that, because also obviously Falco is very vulnerable to Samus as well if he gets hit and he gets a disadvantage. So there is a lot of counterplay for Samus, but you would saying it's still an advantage or a small advantage for Falco.
I think so. I feel like the more I play, there's like I could see more holes. Like I do think there's moments where I could have edge guarded better, because I don't know if you saw, but like at first I kept doing a lot of drop down airs, and then like in the middle of the set I was like, okay, why don't I just drop and then double jump there and like come back up, and if I miss, I still have the opportunity to ledge trap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're actually pointing that out quite a lot in the first like 5 or 6 games. You were getting reversaled quite a lot for going down with these downers, and Samus' advantage against you when you're at the ledge is also pretty strong. So this has cost you a lot of games at the beginning, and you were doing that much better later on. You were keeping your advantage much better and finding these routes to still be a threat off stage, but still keep your advantage afterwards. So that was a really big thing, because Samus is much weaker at the ledge than most people think, even though she has some mix-ups. It's hard for her to get stage position again. I think most of the time she can't really do a good ledge jump because she's so floaty, and the best she can get is most of the time a neutral get up, and she's still cornered.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was thinking about. It's okay. So like let's say Samus does get off of the ledge. I think she's really bad in the corner. Yeah. Because when Samus is fighting you, she wants that like real estate that she can like retreat to, and if she doesn't have that, then that's like one less mix-up you have to worry about. So it's just very easy to pressure at that situation in that point.
Especially against Falco, where she really wants to whiff punish, where he has these these long active aerials that where she can whiff punish them very well. And if she doesn't have the space, she also has like minus frames if she does a neutral get up, and she still has some to play defensively after, because you can act before her.
Yeah.
When you see so it's really a good situation for Falco there, and you really capitalized well off of it.
Thank you. Yeah. The other thing, you actually told me about it, because when I was Wolf, I kept narrowing into them, and you're like, oh, you up B, and you said space fair, and then I thought about it as Falco. I'm like, wait, I could also just space my moves as Falco if I'm not an idiot. Yeah,
but there's also a thing like, which quiK didn't use because we probably didn't know, but Falco's forward air, it has a 4 frame rehit rate, And Samus has frame 3 invincibility, so if you're too close to the shield, I can actually just up B in between your hits.
Oh,
so
really?
that's actually kind of annoying, but if you space it well, I can't up B in between, and sometimes it's kind of ambiguous, so it's kind of risky to go for it, but yeah, you're totally right. And you also pressured him very well with these like rising fairs into the corner, and there was some interesting like mind games going on when he was trying to charge at you when you were trying to fair into him, and then you were reflectoring him, and it was really interesting to see.
Yeah, the cool thing about Ultimate, just in general, is that there's not one right answer to do in a given situation, because if you understand the options really well, then you can figure out what counters what.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really think that this first to 10 really showcased that so much, because there was so much changing going on, so much adaptation, like matchup wise and player wise. And this was, for us commentators, was a really joy to analyze and watch, and it looked like you had a lot of fun playing it too.
Yeah, no, it was fun. There was some dumb things that happened, like when I grabbed him on Town and City and down the narrative and he died.
And then he grabbed you afterwards on the Town City platform, backshot you.
Yeah, he grabbed me out of my up air.
He just called it out. Like he was just like, oh, he's just gonna jump and do something, and I'm just gonna grab him.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even full off. I short hopped. He literally grabbed my feet.
Like 1 or 2 frames where it's even just possible to grab you there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Do you have some other things you want to get out, like things you want to say about the first to 10 or some other stuff?
I feel like I don't know. I definitely feel like it was nice, because I could tell there's like certain things in the match that we didn't know, and then there's certain things I didn't know. So we're kind of just learning more, not just about like player habits, but also like character issues.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to end this interview, going to end this first to 10 episode. Many greetings from Berlin, from all of us.
Berlin lebt.
And we hope you had a great time. And if you want to join us in Berlin, want to come to Berlin, you can maybe contact him so he gets you some good contacts here. And maybe you can join the scene for a couple of days or even a week, just as you wish. Okay, thank you for watching. And I guess we're going to end it with this. Bye-bye.
See you.
Phew.
Ja, nice. Hat geballert.
Hat geballert.
Oh, Junge. Und wie lief das?